Let's move on to cello. No. Let's do this real quick. Not letting my ADHD get to me. There's so many different things that I want to do, and I'm just like, nope, just move on down the line and just go from there. We can give it a little bit more volume here. Just tiny touch, tiny touch. Yeah, because I want it to be a little bit more confined, just rounding off that high end. I just want it to roll off just a little bit, and probably a little bit more. It's 60. Let's move on to double bass as well. Let's see what we got going on over here. This is going to give you more of that feel along with the cello. So this one's going to fill that cello out and fill out the rest of the string sections. I want to take out some of this high, so we don't need so much high. Round it off a little bit. Just a little bit here, just a little bit. Let's give it a little bit more air. Just a little more clarity, and then we are good on this guy as well, too. Let's move on. So I want to do these next. So these guys are 2 audio tracks that I recorded. Broken motor to a refrigerator, broken fans, things like that. And I always put them into horror music or tense music or anything like that. It's kind of more of a feel. You know, you feel it. You don't know it's there. You don't know what you're hearing, but you definitely feel it. You know something is there subconsciously. If I solo these 2 guys out, this is what they sound like. I'll put this up a little bit. You can kind of hear those water droplets and everything. It was to a broken freezer is what I got these off of. Then the second one is this here. That was a broken fan to another like heater or something that I recorded. I can't remember. But at this point in time, I just remember recording them and then loving the way that they sounded. So one is definitely more of a higher end and the other one is much lower on the lower end. Higher end, it has a lot of air to it, but you can still hear a lot of those different little things in there. This is what I'm going to do here. I kind of like that. In fact, I want to put this over to, oh, I should label that. This is going to have a little bit more reverb to it. And the more you up your bus volume, so the more you up this, just remember to compensate it here if you need to, because this right here is going to give you more volume than your actual volume fader here. So you can always compensate if it's coming in too hot. Okay. I'm wondering if I should put maybe like a fader or something on this one as well too. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see what we got. Like a phaser or some sort of something. I could put some flanger on it. That might be too much. Oh, you know what? I just realized that it clicks right there. Or do I want it to click? I mean, it's hidden, but it also gives the track a little bit more character. You can't really hear it, but it's there. Ooh, I kind of like that. I like the way that it is there. Okay, let's just leave it before we before we go too deep into that. Now this I do like a lot here. This is the more low hum one, which is really cool. I have the saturation knob by SoftTube, which is a really good, that's so funny. Okay then, well, it's gonna be there. I don't know why this actually says it's incompatible when it's actually playing. Okay, so if anybody knows why or how to fix this, I have no idea what's going on. And it should be here. Please let me know. I'm still in the process of moving a bunch of plugins from one computer to the next. So if you have any ideas on how to fix that, please let me know in the comments. Okay, moving on. So let's kind of see what's going on here. I want to send this guy more to the reverb. You know, I think these guys are a little too loud now. There you go. Just a tiny touch. Okay. So then these guys, this motor here. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, let's keep on moving on. And again, this is just real fast, quick mixing. Move on to other mixes that I need to get done. Okay, so this, what I had in mind here, because Alice Asylum gave me a lot of inspiration. The creators and the concept artists use a lot of tentacles, and they used a lot of like octopus tentacles and things like that in a lot of the drawings and the art, which kind of gave me the thought of a creaking ship out at sea, a ghost ship, if you will, or something along the lines of that. So when it comes down to it, I got this really cool plugin that I adore. I've always adored this. Kinetic Treats. I did some parameters and some settings as best as I can guess because none of them are labeled. So you just kind of have to guess at to what that is. And then what I did was I bounced in place so that it became an audio track. So this audio track here, I can actually transpose down -3 so that when you're playing it, it's a little lower and it kind of sounds deeper and darker. And so that kind of mixed in with this gave me this sound. And so let's kind of add a little bit more to that. Just a touch, just a touch. Let's see. I want to do that again. Maybe some lower end. Yeah, I think I was right. Let me see. Problem is that it goes by so fast. Oops. Yeah, let's just a little touch there. We're going to move that down just a little bit. And then let's move this guy to about 400 to 500. Okay, let's lower this guy down just a little bit. There we go. And there. And then I want to have him pretty much a little off center because I don't want him so directly in the middle. And then these guys, actually, I meant to do this. So these two together, I want, here's what we're going to do. Okay, this guy has a little too much. Yeah, so right here is a little too much. So let's lower this guy down just a little bit. Yeah, that's a much better. Okay. Oops. Yeah, so these guys I want to hit again. And then I'm going to double these guys up, actually. So I meant to double them up and then spread them out this way so that one is actually hitting a little bit on your right side, and then the other one is hitting on your left side, just to even it out just a little bit. In fact, I'm going to have this guy a little bit more towards 25, and then this guy is going to be a little bit at about 16, 15 or so, because he has deeper frequencies that need to have a little bit more boost in volume. So closer to center, louder; further away, a little bit quieter. Okay, other than that, oh, that's right. So this tiny little part right here, we're going to just do a quick mix, like Christmas, but quick mix. We're going to give these guys what they deserve, which is pretty much right about here. I want them to just be almost exact. And then the same thing with the cello. So over here you have staccato and over here you have legato. That's why I have them separated. So the staccato strings, and when I go very into depth, not only are the staccato strings and legato strings and all the articulations separated in different tracks, but they're separated in different groups as well. It's not just grouped into strings. It's grouped into staccato, legato, da-da-da-da, so on and so forth, because then you can really go through with a fine-tooth comb and see exactly on how they should be treated. So, I digress. Let's go back to these cello strings. And I believe I had them about here. Close. Let's actually move you down a little bit more too. Perfect. Oh, last but not least are the two bells and the piano. When it comes to piano, let's do this. There we go. Okay. And they're just single note hits, but I want that definite like doom sort of hit. Let's take this down just a little bit here. And then let's up that bass just a tiny bit. There you go. And then it does kind of linger, so let's take this down just a bit. And I heard it around here. There you go. Okay, and then from there, I'm wanting to pan this. I want to pan this just a little bit away from center to give it a little bit more room. Piano is actually, so on this cheat sheet here, the piano is pretty much like above harps, right next to your two bells and your brass section right over here. So your piano is just kind of, I always had the piano somewhere around here when I was in orchestra. They played it somewhere over here or even in front. But when panning, I think it makes a lot of sense over here as well too. So let's just kind of keep it that way. And we'll still do a balanced one on that one because it's a bit more textural. It's not so, there's not too much to it. And I did want to add this here as well too. Maybe not. Okay, so that actually sounds pretty good there. Two bells. Let's just move on to mixing a two bell real quick. So this is going to be pretty easy because it's only like, seriously, it's just one hit. I want this out of here, just a little bit more here. Give those lower frequency or those frequencies underneath a little bit of room to play. There you go. Just a little room to play. Up just a little bit more. Let's lower it down just a little bit, and let's actually take you down just a little bit more. There you go. Okay. All right, so let's listen to the track one more time before we go and see how it came out. Oh, actually, here's what we're going to do. Let's bump this up just a little bit. Oh, do you want to move it? Oh, yeah. Do you want to move the track automation data? Yeah, don't ask me this again. Move. Yeah. Let's double check. Yep, of course you do. Okay, so let's listen to this track, see how it came out, and see how all of our work panned out. All right. I think it came out pretty okay. All right, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me on this mix process. Again, it was just a light session, a light mixing. I might do some more later on down the line. Again, you can download this track for free, as well as a couple of other tracks I'm going to put out. You can use them for any of your projects. You can use them for your movies, your games, whatever it is that you want to use them to. All I ask is you just let me know what you use them for. I'm curious, as well as to give you a shout out. So again, guys, thank you for joining me. My name is Rhyan Reyes, otherwise known as Sector 7. Check out my website at sector7music.com. There you can check out a lot of my work. You could go to itch.io and download my asset packs over there. Also at gamedev.net, you can check out my asset packs there too. All right, guys, until next time.